From their mouths to your ears, this is Gaming on Thrones with Phil, Saul, and Rick.
Thank you for tuning in to Gaming on Thrones, part of the Rated M Gaming Network. Today is Sunday, December 14th. I'm your host, Phil, and introducing my podcast cohort, Saul Cuellar.
Hey, yo, chico.
And Richard Lamar.
How you doing?
That's good. I'm doing good. I like the Razor Ramon reference. People forgot about him.
Yeah. Dude, he was badass.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
oh, yeah.
What would you do if someone flicked the fucking toothpick in your face and then laughed at you?
If it was Razor Ramon, you wouldn't do shit.
Well, he's like, his liver's failing right now. He's dying. So, I mean, you could do a lot of
Well, yeah, but I mean before.
Right.
Like when he would actually flick a toothpick in your
Yeah.
face.
The fucking Razor's Edge. I don't know how that didn't kill people.
It did kill people. They just put them on the map.
Yeah.
So we got a special announcement before we actually get into the show here. Gaming on Thrones is now on iTunes. Yay, hurrah!
May the ghost of Steve Jobs forever favor us.
Yeah.
Yes. So I wanted to give out a special thanks to Rated M's Drew Freeman and Caleb McAllister for their tireless work to help out our small little operation.
Thank you.
It's actually really good to be part of a network of like-minded gamers where we can actually help each other get stuff done and try and become a force to be reckoned with in the industry someday, maybe. It's the season of hope, right?
Yep. Shooting stars, baby. Shooting stars.
Are you eating pork rinds?
Nah,
right
I
now?
had to get a cough drop. I got sick this weekend.
Oh.
That's sick. Don't spread it over the interwebs.
Yeah, man. I don't want to get a virus.
Virus.
That was a fucking
boy.
dad joke right there. That was good shit.
Worth it.
So what you been playing, Rick?
I've been playing SimCity 2013, and I don't really know why, but I have.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta sim some cities.
yeah. I was fucking sitting there, and I was like, man, I want to play a game, and I just, you had that problem where you have too many games and you don't know which one you want to play, so you end up not playing any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I opened up Origin because I had Steam open. I went through all my games, like I don't want to play any of these fucking things. So then I opened up Origin because I always forget about it that I have games on there. And SimCity was on there. I'm like, I haven't played that since the first game out. So I played it a little bit. Yeah, it's fun. It's good. It's good shit. And so I did that, and I played a little bit of Hearthstone too to check out the new cards. And that's about it. School's fucking finals going on, so I don't really have time for much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, but
Mhm.
you're almost there. You can see
Tuesday
the finish
at
line.
8 o'clock, I will be a free man.
Don't
No,
die
I have a
before
all-night
then.
marathon of math to do tonight.
Drink
Bro,
some
I got some
Gatorade.
Baja Blast right now. Killing it. Got that,
Boom,
got
there
that
it
gamer
is.
fuel.
Done. Mix the Gatorade with the Monster.
Dude, I was
Energy,
buying
you're
a
all good.
Monster today, right? And they sell something called Monster Unleaded. It's Monster with no caffeine in it. So what the fuck is the point of it?
Because people get addicted to that
But it
stuff
doesn't
just
taste
like
good.
soda.
I don't know a single person that's like, oh man, this Monster's so good.
I don't know, dude. I drink a lot of Monsters.
Yeah,
Probably
there's-
shouldn't, but I
There's
do.
one that's worse. You guys
and-
ready for it?
What?
Caffeine-free, sugar-free Mountain Dew.
What? It's called water.
That's dumb. It's just. It's like
Yeah.
it's like pee.
Oh, here's some
Water.
here's some water with some yellow number 5 in it. Enjoy. Fucking stupid.
Oh
alright.
boy. So what's been up to? What's been playing?
Destiny, the Dark Below.
I shouldn't even ask you.
It's.
So Destiny: The Dark Below. How are you liking
I'm
the
loving
DLC?
the DLC because it gives me stuff to do. There's new armor that goes up to level 33. There's new guns. You get guns for doing the missions.
I like the new guns.
The armor that I've
I
seen
do
people
like those
fucking
guns.
wearing is unbelievably awesome looking.
Yeah. What about that Black Obsidian
need
Titan
it.
helmet there?
I haven't seen it yet,
See
but I
that
need
thing?
it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh,
awesome.
yeah?
I saw a Titan wearing it in the tower like a day after the freaking
Damn.
DLC
Nerdin'.
dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, these people, these Destiny guys.
Yeah.
There's some guys.
Some people are a little upset though. They don't have the
There's
DLC. I got a friend of mine is Gray. He's a little upset. He's from Scotland, I think. Yeah. Or no, he's Irish.
Mhm.
Ireland. He's from Ireland. Yeah, I know.
Ooh, don't do
It's
that.
shot.
It's gonna get
But
mad at
he's
you.
all like, yeah, I didn't get the DLC because I don't want to get the DLC. He's like, it's not the money. I just don't want it. And now I'm stuck out of the game for a whole fucking week. I was like, I don't know that pain, but I've known that pain. But it kind of sucks for those players. But at the same time, it's like,
Yeah.
it's $20. What's really the point?
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I feel that, but and just to quickly go over, if you joined our live stream before the show actually started, you heard that I was not totally in favor of Destiny right now. I like the DLC. The content is really cool. I kind of like what they're doing as far as the mission bounties. Like when you first start out in doing the actual content for the DLC. I don't like, however, how you have to go back to the tower before you can move on. Because those loading screens, they get annoying.
Wow.
You know, it does give you a chance to, like, you know, kind of situate yourself, but I can always do that in the menu screen while I'm in orbit, so I don't know. But I agree with your friend, because I have the DLC, but since I didn't do the all the missions yet, I couldn't
Yeah.
do the strike. Now, I could easily jump on there and do that. It's not much of an issue, but I think they kind of should have separated it, at least if they were going to do exclusive DLC stuff for a week. They should have separated it. And now the weekly
Mhm.
the weekly strike and the Nightfall are both level
Yeah.
30 now.
That is a pretty sweet looking helmet.
So
I put it up on the stream.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I don't like that. I'm not a fan. I understand why they're doing it, and that's cool. And I do like the content. I'm just not into grinding right now, and that is what this game requires at
The whole
times. Yeah, I mean, I've got some people I play with that are just, I don't know, they are the luckiest SOBs in Destiny. Like, they get the drops that are just ridiculous. And I can play the entire week and not get anything I need. That's all right. I enjoy the game. I'll be back. Just taking a break to play what I've been playing this week, and that's Assassin's Creed
Unity.
And that game is solid. Now, I know it had its problems at launch, big problems. They've been patching it. They've been fixing it as far as the gameplay. But that story, that is a good game. So hopefully maybe one day, I don't know, Rick, I don't know if you've ever been a fan of
No.
a series at all.
Yo, he said no.
No.
I have.
You should
I
try it.
have,
It's good.
I bought one when it came out, like the first game that came. I mean, we actually played it because I bought that and fucking Rock Band because they came out like the same time.
Yes, I remember you talking about it, actually. You were
Yeah,
quite
and
excited
it
for
just
it.
was rinse and repeat missions, and they kind of just stuck to that same formula for all the other ones.
Well, I would disagree. Assassin's Creed 2 was really, really good. And in fact, most people say
Yeah, it
1 is
was.
very boring. And they kind of fixed that with 2. It was different throughout the game. I mean, obviously you're assassin, you do assassin things. The side quests were a little rinse and repeat, but they kind of always are in games.
I
Like
thought
that, I don't
the pirate one was. I think that was personally my favorite one, just because it was different than the normal rhetoric that they stuck to in every game.
Yeah.
You're instead of being like, oh, I gotta do this to avenge somebody, you're just like, nah, I'm just a badass pirate, bro. I just want to get money.
Arr!
Yeah, and the naval
Yeah.
combat was really cool. It was a different element. It was
Yeah.
like half the game. So, yeah, I get that. I'm really enjoying Unity. In fact, there's been times where I've thought about buying it because there is a lot to do. I have it from GameFly right now. I'm just going to blow through the story and then probably send it back and then quit GameFly because the season
GameFly.
for getting games is over.
Yeah. Until next
They've
year,
all
right?
come out. Until next year,
Mm-mm.
like in the holidays. Hey, I know these guys go and spend like $300-400 on video games during the holidays, and there are some great deals out there. But
Yeah.
GameFly, get the game, play it. If you don't like it, you send it back. Get
This
another
has been
one.
sponsored by GameFly.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Only it's not because I'm just quitting.
That was
Yeah.
not sponsored by
They're not
GameFly.
gonna-
Yeah, you wouldn't be the best representation of a sponsor.
No, I'm like, yeah, look, this is how you cheat the
Yeah,
system,
it's
bro.
pretty good. You get the first month free. Oh,
This-
Hey.
yeah, pro tip. Do it. Do it. Do it. Mm-mm. And the Master Chief Collection I've been playing because it is 75% working. So
What's it, a month now?
I've been
Yeah.
mhm,
Little
yeah.
bit over.
Yep.
That's
A
good.
little over a month. A month
That's
and
good.
3 days.
Mm.
Yeah. It's really fun when it works, obviously. So I've been playing that. I enjoy it. Anyways,
Oh,
moving on
what?
to the news of the week.
News of the week.
News. Nice. Yeah,
That was
dude.
creepy.
That's my sex voice.
Oh.
You guys, you listeners out there have
Yeah.
just been
Mhm.
sexed.
Joy. That tingling down there, that's me.
Balls deep.
Slippery snake,
Ugh.
slimy snake.
All right, who's going first?
So
You got anything, Saul, or no?
I got stuff. You got stuff?
I got stuff. I'll go first.
All right.
I'll
I got
go
some
first.
stuff.
We're gonna talk about it later, I know, but The Witcher 3 got delayed, which kind of sucks. But
Or
does
does
it? Yes, I'm sure we're gonna talk about it. But the CD Projekt Red did give good reasons for it, and they seem sincere about it. So we'll have to wait just a little longer till May 19th.
Yeah, we both have a love affair
Yeah.
with them. Anyway, so.
Phil Spencer, old Xbox. Yeah,
Oh,
your
my
boy,
dude! That's my dude.
tweeted out that he will be focusing more on what we are doing on Windows 10 in January. It's time for us to talk about gaming on Windows. So
Yes.
hopefully this means that we'll see some ports come over, although I don't think so. I think it's just going to have like a skinned UI, kind of like instead of when you open up games for Windows, it'll be like an Xbox dashboard. And I also told Phil this earlier. I found out today that you can get achievements in Solitaire and Minesweeper. If you link your Microsoft account, it goes over to your Xbox.
Which is
It
totally
is
rad.
totally rad. That's cool.
That is cool.
So you can be like the dude that perfected Minesweeper. Yeah, I still don't know how to play that game, by the way. I have no clue what the point is.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
numbers.
Origin's giving away SimCity 2000, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I
There
mean,
you
it's an
go.
old game, but it's still fun. That's cool. They are very close to cracking the PS3 emulation engine. There is a running build of it right now.
Woo-hoo.
So you will soon be able to steal PlayStation 3 games online. And-
Right.
But you did not hear that
Yes,
from us.
and play them on your computer, which would be pretty cool for people that don't like spending money. And the Steam Winter Sale, the time of the year that everybody loves and everybody hates, is starting on the 18th.
Who hates it?
Well, my bank hates it. yeah.
Oh. Well, your bank probably loves it.
So I'll be looking out for some good games on there. I'm trying to pick up the Telltale game on Game of Thrones. Should be pretty neat, and that new Civilization game. That's what I'm eyeballing. I'm sure they'll both be on there. They're pretty good about heavily discounting new games. But yeah, it starts on the 18th. So get your wallets ready.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
I have a wallet and a money clip.
You have both?
Yeah.
Do you put?
Do you carry them both
Yeah.
at the same time?
The money clips for when I wear my tight jeans.
Oh,
You wear tight jeans all the time.
is that a money clip in in or you just happy to see it?
You'll have to check it out to find out. It's not gay because we're just like, if there was
Yeah,
chick, dude, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're friends, bro. It ain't gay.
Yeah. Oh, I know that. I'm just letting Phil know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. All right. See,
I'm just sitting over here waiting for some news.
how are you supposed to check for testicular cancer, man?
Yeah, bro, you can't do that by yourself. You know.
I mean, I don't know if you use a money clip, but I
I need
mean,
a battle buddy for that
whatever.
shit. All right. Sorry.
Yo, Mario Maker could become a series. I don't really know what that means. I'm guessing that they're gonna do more than the Marios that they have out right now. You guys seen that?
No, there's a game.
No, I know. It's a game for like the DS and the Wii U. How you can just like make your own Mario game.
Yeah.
It's cool as shit. I didn't even know that.
I love these games that allow you to build other games, but I just would never play them.
I don't know. I was
You know-
bored at an airport.
The
I mean, but if I'm bored in an airport, I'll play like Destiny or something.
the balls of a company though, like, hey, listen, we're gonna release our game making engine to you. You're gonna pay for it. You make the game. You play it.
It's awesome.
So that is like that just rubs you the wrong way. Then.
No, I think it's funny. I just think it's ironic though that they're like, yeah, we're not gonna make a game. We're just gonna make something that you can make the game. Have fun.
But I believe
like that.
Is Mario Maker? Can you, when you own the game, do you have access to all the other games that people make?
I don't know.
That's a question we should research that.
Usually when you do stuff like that, they usually let you play other people's games. They usually let them download them, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, like Project Spark.
Mhm.
It's pretty much like that's the whole thing.
That's like way
just-
more hardcore.
Yeah, it's pretty cool
Yeah.
though. But anyways, continue.
Let's see here. What else? Bungie is starting to ban gamers playing Destiny on modded consoles. So for all you nerds
Ooh.
that are ruining everybody's fun by cheating, they've already probably banned you, and you can. Sorry to have to say this, but you can eat a dick. Yeah.
That's right.
And PlayStation 4 has an exclusive that some people are upset about, but they can eat a dick too. It has Street Fighter V, and it looks freaking awesome. And from what I hear around a lot of the gaming community that likes fighting games is that it wasn't going to happen until PlayStation gave them the money to do it, because they were predicting 2017 for it to come out, and now it's coming out in probably 2015 or something like that.
Mhm.
So they
Smooth.
backed it, so now it's coming out.
Smooth move, Sony.
Mhm.
I think I think that move tells us a lot about what we're going to kind of talk about today.
I mean, they just
and-
did that with Bayonetta,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
what's the big deal? And they
it's no big deal.
Oh no, I'm just saying in general. And they've
Yeah.
they've only introduced about 3 characters, which is Ryu, Chun-Li, and Charlie Nash. And this actually takes place right after Street Fighter 3. So it's around like I guess it's supposed to be like Street Fighter 4, but it's right after. I don't know. That's kind of weird, but it takes place right after Street Fighter 3.
There's like a chronological story with Street Fighter.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
always messed
I've never
up.
understood it. Yeah,
I know.
it just jumps around.
Like
crazy.
Balrog is actually Bison. But
What?
yeah, but they couldn't.
Yeah, you
they
heard him.
couldn't name Bison because it was supposed to be like Mike Tyson, so they named it Bison. So they had to switch everything around. And Vega is something else. So they actually go by Boxer, the Claw, and Dictator in the fighting game community, unless people are just trolling and then they just go by whatever names they really are. Yeah.
How is Bison like
so-
Mike Tyson though? He's a Russian white dude.
But he's the boxer. Like Bison was originally supposed to be Balrog, and Balrog was originally supposed to be Bison.
You're making my head hurt, dude. I have no.
So the boxer, the black boxer that looks like Mike Tyson, is actually Bison. M. Bison, Mike Tyson.
Oh, I get
Get it?
what you're saying. I just don't get what you're saying. You know
They
what I
didn't
mean?
want to get sued.
Street Fighterception.
So what I'm saying is how the story is all fucked up and it's always changing.
Capcom, man, you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah,
And PlayStation Plus gave away more than $1,300 in free games in 2014.
1,300?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Like
Nice.
total? That can't be. Or, oh, okay, I get you. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Not like their total downloads were $1,300 worth. Not that.
no, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
like PlayStation Plus.
I get you. I get
That's all I got.
It's good stuff.
Bunch of fluff.
stuff. Thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fluff these days. There's not tons of new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about PlayStation Experience last week, so
Yeah.
I learned that the Capcom universe is nutty, so I'll take that from it.
Real nutty.
Good shit.
yeah, it's been that way since like after Street Fighter 2.
Mm-hmm.
So in the news from Microsoft's camp, aside from the stuff that Rick gave you, was very good stuff. Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Phil.
Microsoft finally outsells the PlayStation 4 in the month of November in hardware and software, while
Yeah.
also giving you record-breaking numbers of people logged on to Xbox Live in that month over the two platforms, Xbox One and Xbox 360.
Yeah,
Good
they're all trying to load up a Halo map, right?
Wow, we going in.
But you know what that means, Rick?
What?
They sold Halo.
Yeah, they did.
So
Just a little
either way,
little PJ salt in that one. Sorry.
and they also
They were
sold-
crediting stuff back. They were giving people their money back.
I'm gonna tell you what. Yes, they did, and it's starting to work good, like we talked about earlier. But Anyways, moving on. 'Cause we're not going to go into that. We did that before. UFC is coming to EA Access December 18th.
Nice.
So EA Access will have yet another game.
Some people like that game.
I like UFC games.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard
Bad?
it's good. It's
It's got Bruce Lee in it. I mean, I don't know why, but it does. And I mean,
yeah.
it's UFC. I'll play it.
Yeah.
But EA Access now has 7 games. And I actually, for the first time with my wife, played Plants vs. Zombies.
I thought you were gonna say UFC.
Oh, God, no. It doesn't come out to the 18th.
All right. Plants vs Zombies is awesome.
The Garden
It is
Warfare?
very fun. It's very fun. Garden Warfare.
Mm.
Yes, it's actually a very fun game.
It looks
And-
fun.
It was free on PS4. Should have
Yeah,
got it.
but yeah.
Oh, well, I guess
Turning on my
he's-
PS4 and downloading. That's hard.
You
He's
mean-
above
That's
that.
my Netflix machine you're talking
It's your $500 Netflix machine.
Oh, my
I
God.
told him that.
about. Yeah, it's true.
It is.
Yeah.
This guy is just... Consoles are just not his thing.
No,
Mhm.
sir. I like the controllers though. Yeah,
Congratulations.
sorry.
You're in the minority.
I know.
So, anyways, to finish up the news of the week, you can actually pay for Xbox content with Bitcoin now. And for those of you who don't know what Bitcoin is, it is a digital currency. And in fact, the direct definition is a type of digital currency in which encryption techniques are used to regulate the generation of units of currency and verify the transfer of funds, operating independently of a central bank. Just in case y'all needed some knowledge dropped on y'all's heads.
Mm-hmm. You guys should
That's
get
what
that
Bit-
currency.
Maybe you should.
Backed by nothing.
Backed by nothing.
Secured by no FDIC or NCAQ.
But it won't steal money from you, supposedly. I'm just saying, that's the news. Hey,
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Bitcoin, you can use it.
Use
Anyways.
the news.
That was the news of the week, folks. And now moving on to more important stuff.
What?
Witcher
What?
3 has been delayed until May. Oh my god, no!
¿Por qué?
Hi,
It's bad. It's
It-
real bad.
It's good though. It's good. but
Is it?
I think it is. 'Cause-
Let's talk about it.
okay. Did you read the press release from CD Projekt Red about it?
I skimmed through it with a fine-tooth comb.
That they were sitting there saying like, listen, this is going to be a big, awesome game, but they're unsatisfied that they're still finding bugs in it.
That's right.
So which tells me that the game's done. It's been done, and that they're just play testing the hell out of it
Play
to get rid of all
testing the shit out of it.
to get rid of all the bugs. So when it comes out, it's playable at release, which sounds like a really like noble idea nowadays. So I support it. But he said like we just cannot, under a right mind, release a game that has this many bugs in it.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but Dragon Age was delayed, correct? That was supposed to be slated for an October release.
Yes, it got pushed back.
It got pushed back to November 18th.
Yep.
Have you found any bugs in that game?
Little bugs. I've had it only crash on me like once.
Okay.
And I think that was my fault because I was fucking around with the settings in it and stuff while I was playing.
Okay, because I mean, from the console side, I've heard nothing but good things. I haven't heard anything. So in that case, the delay was probably good.
Yeah, I had 3 experiences with one. The main bug I had was it wouldn't let me cycle through my characters. Sometimes it would just get stuck and I had to restart the game. I had to back out to the main menu and then go back into it. But after I did that, it was fixed. I think that had more to do with the optimization with the Xbox 360 controller I was using on the PC.
Gotcha.
Just I can't play games like that with a keyboard and mouse. It just moves too fast with the mouse, and I just end up not knowing where the fuck I am. So I always play third-person games like that with a gamepad.
You know what I think's funny?
Hmm.
Is like you have this incredibly bad taste for consoles, but you need them.
No,
Yes,
I don't need them.
you do.
No,
You need
we
their controllers.
yeah, we don't need diseases to better our immune system. That's ridiculous.
We do
That's
though.
We
Now.
do, though.
We don't need that shit.
What is that? Is that some sort of conspiracy?
It is government putting
Mm.
poison in you. Nah,
Yeah, you could go there.
That's
No.
just Rick. That was the best Rick moment.
no. No, we
Nah.
no. The thing is, I don't hate consoles. I don't. I just hate that the companies, not even the people, the gamers or fanboys are gonna be fanboys no matter what. But the companies sit there and they talk all this big game. They show all these awesome fucking E3 trailers that are all running on PC. And then when the game comes out, it looks like a bag of shit. compared to what
Okay.
we saw.
We're going to
problem.
steer clear of that conversation because we've had it several times.
Yeah. So, but no, I.
But I
appreciate
know
they
you don't
drive-
hate consoles. I'm just giving you
they-
a hard time.
They drive the game industry. They make games like The Witcher 3 possible to come
Yeah.
out on multi-platform. So I appreciate that because people spend money on those fucking things. So people are going to make games for them, and then they'll get ported to
And
PC.
they also build controllers that you like to use with your PC.
Yeah, I like it. I
Yeah.
like the
Hey.
clicky.
You know what happens if they don't port them? We wait till they get that emulator on the PC.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but you see how long it took fucking PlayStation 3 emulator. The thing's been out for what 9 years now almost, and
That's fine though. I mean, they should do that though because you got to let them make their money and then you can move on.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Why don't,
But,
speaking of moving on, why don't we move on to past this little part of it and just go into the fact that CD Projekt Red had given us a 3-month delay tells me I don't think they found any major bugs, but I think they want to give themselves a necessary time to
Smart.
sit there, dot the I, cross the lowercase J's.
You know, there's a long list of games that got pushed to next year. Arkham Knight, The Order 1886, Quantum Break, Dying Light, The Division.
Yeah.
Those all got pushed. So hopefully that there's a good trend going on here of them, giving
Yeah.
us games that,
And it's
that are
funny because we were talking about that a little bit last week and the week before about the bad games coming out and why. How are these games not complete? How are these bugs not being found? They're not getting the necessary time.
I mean, when you have a development cycle like Ubisoft does with Assassin's Creed, that they're almost expected to release a new one like every 18 months, it's gonna be riddled with bugs. If they delayed that 6 months to a 2-year cycle, they could probably release a more solid game.
Yeah, I think that Assassin's Creed franchise is the approach of Call of Duty.
Color Duty.
So, and just
Yeah, but they don't.
Puts out a product that's polished though.
Yeah, I've never seen a Call of Duty game not work.
that's
Might be down for the servers or something for the first day or two, but other than that, it works.
they work.
But they also have like a bunch of different developers working on their games. You know
They're
what I mean?
also rich as fuck.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, I could see that franchise definitely going in that direction. I mean, I know they've discussed it, and I think it would be good because I do. As much as I don't want to see that franchise just continue to go forward without any subsequent story behind it, it's a good franchise. It deserves its time. So, anyways, CD Projekt Red delays The Witcher 3 for 3 months until May. I think we are all in agreement that could be a good thing. We can wait. There are games to play. So
Tons of games.
tons of games to play. So we can just kind of hope that when that comes out, it's just a beautiful diamond, gorgeous emerald. Wait, can you do things like that?
Yeah.
Well,
Just
yeah.
put them in there.
Grind
diamond
them
and
up, put them in a
emerald.
blender.
Yeah. Yeah, make some.
I mean, I don't know if a blender would cut a diamond, but anyways. So we're in December. We're past November, and last November is when these new generation of consoles came out. Speaking of particularly the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and here we are, a little over a year later. And how's everything stacking up, Saul? How do you see everything progressing so far with these consoles? 1 year in.
I'm happy with everything. I'm happy with PlayStation 4. I'm happy with Xbox One finally. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's everything like right off the bat is gonna be ass. It's all new coding for the networks. It's all new fucking channels for the chat on Xbox One. So I mean, it was gonna be ass, and we were gonna cry. But the only thing that bothered me was the pricing in Connect. Other than that, they fixed it. Their prices where it should be, and that's why they're selling.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they've done really well for themselves. I mean, they got over that initial hump of there was no games to play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When they came out, there was fucking nothing to play on them. And then they started porting games over that people wanted, and then they started developing new games, and it's all starting to gain traction now, which is good for them.
Yeah, and I think that's what we always see with new consoles that come out. We see that slow start, where are the games, and now they're kind of coming to roll in, and these developers are finishing up, and they're getting their games out, and everything's been great.
And the sheer amount that have been sold over the last year
it's
has been
ridiculous.
a lot. Yeah, so that just gives more benefit to developers to be like, hey, let's make some games for these fucking things.
And that's the thing that blows me away is when you talk about numbers. I know, like I mentioned that, Microsoft finally outsold Sony in the month of November, for that month anyways. And we always want to like kind of put Sony up on this pedestal and just kind of say like, look at how many units they're moving. When in reality, and they're fantastic numbers, but Xbox has had great numbers too. It's just completely overshadowed because of the tower that Sony built. But when in reality, the console gaming industry has never been more good. It's never been like more solid in its foundation, and how almost every home has a home console of some kind, even the Wii U. Throw that in there. So I just didn't use that right off the bat because it come out before. But every household, and I think they did a survey, and I looked, and there was something like 50-something% of households actually that have a home gaming console have two. They have more than one. So whether that be two PlayStations or an Xbox, a PlayStation, or a Nintendo and a PlayStation, or whatever formula you want to throw in there.
Yeah.
So that's.
I really wish they did backwards compatibility with this generation. That would have been so nice.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I think they saw the
didn't do it so
potential in
that-
reselling these games.
Yeah, they wanted to see everyone buy the other games on the other console.
Yeah, I understand, because that's your initial moneymaker right there, Like, hey, we're going to re-release the game of the year, The Last of Us, in glorious upscaled resolutions. Here you go. And people bought the shit out of it. It's still like $49 if you go on Amazon.
Grand Theft Auto 5, first person.
Boom! That won an award. It'd been out for like a year and a half, and it won an award for this year.
Because it was actually on a console. That's probably why.
Yeah, because it would have got best re-release or something. How is that a fucking thing? How are you going to award someone re-releasing a game?
But I think was it because of the first person, or was it because they released it again?
They added some plants and some birds and some wolves and shit, and first person.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey,
it's cool, but come the fuck on, dude.
Yeah, but they sell it.
It's got to be on the top 5 of most online
this
played
is
games.
the same
on both
argument
consoles
that we
right
have
now.
with people in sports about like how players make so much money, and it's like, well, then stop fucking buying the clothes and the jersey, and it's just like you can't.
You just got to get yourself a guy that knows someone in Korea. Get them shits for like $10.
I don't know. I'm excited for this generation now. Finally, I think the first and one thing that I really wanted to bring up, and we talked about fanboys last week, and I think that we're starting to come to a place now where the consoles are getting recognized for what they do and what they're bringing to the table in software. We're done. I think we're done having that hardware argument.
And Nintendo, I know. Yeah, I think Nintendo Wii U set that up.
Yeah, maybe, because Nintendo Wii U's had a fantastic summer and a fantastic fall.
Yep.
I'm Saul.
Yeah, and they're working with hardware from last generation.
Yeah, technically, yeah. So I think that we've kind of moved past the initial like, oh, I got these big balls, but he's got bigger balls than me. I think we're kind of past that.
Some shit's checked out.
We still, you're going to go out there to your media websites, and they're still going to have, graphics comparisons. I can't believe they still do graphics comparisons to last gen, though. That
and then they do it on YouTube where the quality's not even the freaking same. It can't be.
Yeah.
Me and Rick were talking about this. In order to do 1080p on YouTube or anything, you'd have to have crazy bandwidth. It's not there. It's not there.
The only way to look at those is uncompressed photographs is the only way to compare. You can't, because YouTube, man, it's like fucking, it says 1080p.
Horrible.
That shit ain't 1080p.
It's not 1080p.
Nobody
got time for that.
Nobody's got time for that.
All right. I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
I know my answer. I know what you. I know you guys know my answer. What game that came out this year blew your mind on console, graphically, like graphics wise,
Graphically,
Like blew my mind.
as in graphics, like that actually stood out. You know what I'm gonna say.
I gotta say, it doesn't blow my mind, but I just thought seeing Halo 2 in high def was pretty crazy, just because of what I when you see how shit it looked before.
And the 60 frames per second.
Yeah, it looks so much better. I mean, nothing blew my mind in that. I mean, that's all easily attainable.
Yeah, but you're master
graphics.
based, so
Yeah, but it was just like, wow. But I have to say, Last of Us, when you first walk out and overlooking the city and all, it's really green. Like, they did a really good job with lighting effects and stuff in that game. But that's a console exclusive, so you know, Sony put a lot of money.
Yeah,
into
but if
making
it,
that,
but
so
it,
did
I
Naughty
mean,
Dog.
Rick, you being a PC guy first, I mean, to have that impress you is a big step. I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not. Trust me, I talk a lot of shit, but I definitely appreciate.
no, I know. I
you
just,
know,
I mean that like if you're used to playing on a PC where specifically your PC's hardware is better than any of the consoles, so that's why I mean, you know,
You want to be impressed? Play Witcher 2 on my PC, and that's like a 4-year-old game.
Witcher 2 is-
That's impressive.
all right, shut up, nerd.
Yeah.
We're talking about current consoles.
Okay, go ahead. So,
All
well,
right, go,
it's
Phil.
hard for me to say because I've been playing a lot of games that graphically just aren't fantastic. Like Destiny's good, but I don't think it blew my mind. I hear that Rise was really like a really gorgeous game.
I heard it.
Yeah. But this is going to be really weird, but Halo 4 is fucking beautiful. And
heard that.
remember when
Other
we were
sources.
playing it on 360 and the whole time we were playing through the campaign, we're like, this game looks next gen. You know, and
Mhm.
it does now. And I played it again and I just did like the first mission. It blew my mind twice because I was like, holy shit, this game looks fucking great. And it is
Holy
the 60
shit.
frames
That
per
puzzle-
second, so it's so fluid. Like and Halo 2 looks gorgeous too. I can tell you because I've been playing it, but it does not look. It's not even close to Halo 4, even the anniversary edition. Yeah,
really,
the cutscenes from Blur are amazing. Those blow my mind. But the actual gameplay of Halo 4 probably is going to get my nod for that because it is like, it's the hotness.
Jake in chat was saying Sunset Overdrive for him blew him away.
Sunset Overdrive
That was fun.
it's nice. Yeah,
What did you think as you played it? Was it what cartoony
it
comic
is,
book
but
art
it's
style?
like it's
But super
very
fast
clear.
and
There's a lot of colors and stuff, and I think when you're shooting and when you're having
love
like
that
the
in games.
when
I
you
do.
get those
Colors
explosions and
in
they spell out like boom and stuff in the smoke it's really the art style of that game is awesome. It just didn't
All
blow
right.
my mind, but
I have 3
Whoa.
for 3 consoles.
Oh shit! Oh,
For the Xbox One, Killer Instinct.
really?
Blew my mind when I saw it. Those particles,
Yeah.
them graphics, Jago. Oh gosh, when I played that, I was like, I don't care if this thing cost me $500. This thing's the best thing on the face of the earth. Holy crap! And just everything to do with that was just beautiful. The music was awesome. The combos were awesome. Like anybody can just go in there and like learn how to play within one day.
Yeah.
I loved it. Netcode is decent.
I gotta say, like there was a lot of skeptical people when that shit was announced from a developer that no one heard of, you know, putting their hands on a franchise that people held so dearly, and I've heard nothing but good things from that game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And for Wii U, I'm going to go with Mario Kart 8. That shit. Oh my gosh. I was like, what? Like the game is awesome and like just the colors and like the levels, like steering's kind of hard. I don't have that much time to really put into it, but when I do play, like I'll play like on the 50 Grand Prix or whatever, 50cc, and I have a blast. And then after I get done winning the race, I make a montage. That's where it becomes my favorite because the montage graphics are a little bit better. And I'm just like, ah! Like whenever Doug saw Patty Mayonnaise, that music would pop up. And that's how I feel.
Oh,
That's how my feels when I see that shit. Ah! Now, for PS4, you know what I'm going to say with Destiny.
really?
Just the colors, the shooting, the plasma, and like when you play like Crucible and like all the dudes on the team just jump down from the top of the screen down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was
Plant
just
the
like,
flag.
freaking awesome. Yeah.
Planting that flag, boys.
I was
I'm
just
really- So
I
you're
love it.
playing Destiny multiplayer way more than Call of Duty multiplayer right now.
I haven't played Call of Duty in like a week and a half.
Oh man.
It's true, because the only time I ever see him on live is Netflix.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Call of Duty. It's just right now all this DLC drop, getting ready for the DLC drop. I think this Tuesday there's going to be Iron Banner. So I probably won't be playing Call of Duty till like January.
So you kind of like
hurts
the way
my
that
heart.
Bungie set that up with constant like new things.
Oh
to do.
yeah.
Even though it's just little things.
And
Yeah.
that's what gets me so angry, because as soon as I think I've reached the top, they pull it away from me and make me
Every
do other
time I
things.
reach a new level, he surpasses me.
It's exactly what it does. I'm
Just power
Vegeta.
lever out.
I'm Phil Vegeta again, and Destiny's Goku.
I love it. Me, Guy, and Shiki just fucking grinded for like 11 hours between today and yesterday.
So angry.
Blast.
So let's.
Wait, Bill, you got to expect that. I mean, they have a 10-year plan for this game. They can't just be like, all right, you're
No,
level 20 for the next 9 years.
No, and I like I said,
He's
I
just
don't.
not in the mood for grind right now.
Yeah, it's like I'll enjoy the game, and I do. There are parts of it I wish, like I was saying earlier, that I wish maybe I think they could have done a little better, just to be a little more friendly to the community, like what they did with the exotics now, where basically when you upgrade them, you're old. I barely got exotics. I've had the crappiest Destiny luck. So that's part of it, where I finally get an exotic and I level it all the way up, and now with the new DLC, I have to restart all my perks on that gun if I want it to be the
You can get
level
an
of
exotic
the new
shard
stuff.
from Zur and it upgrades it like that.
Dude,
Yeah.
No, it doesn't upgrade it. It resets it back to 0 for your perks. You have to
Sure.
re-upgrade your perks. Yes, it upgrades the damage capabilities, but you have to re-upgrade that weapon. So you have to grind even more.
Dude, I feel
So,
your pain. When
that's-
Diablo 3 came out, it was a fucking mess. I grinded for like 35 hours before I got my first legendary drop, and it wasn't even for my character. 35
That's
hours.
happened a few
dude. I
times.
was so mad.
And I don't, like I said, Destiny's been so good for me because I never used to be a very social gamer with the exception of my friends. And Destiny has caused me to be that gamer where people are asking me, like in the chats, we have people from Rated M that are like, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, let's jump on. And I've gotten to know them, so I've kind of made friends through it. And I've even done raids and stuff with complete strangers. And it's like you got a common purpose and everybody's cool as long as you don't get this jackass. It's fun. It's made that social experience acceptable for me
what
in
I
gaming,
think
which is cool.
really, really helps the game out and making it fun, and it's going to sound cheesy as hell, and I still think they should have some DLC for it. Dancing.
What?
Dancing DLC. Them
I
unlocks.
agree. There should be definitely more
Yeah.
interaction. Like things
Dancing
you
DLC, I would buy it. I'd pay $1 for a new dance move. I think it makes the game so much fun because, when there's nothing to do, there's a dance, or you can taunt, you can sit down. I think that's fun. I think that boosts everything.
I spent almost as much time at the tower just following people around waving at them. 'Cause I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world just to follow someone, and as soon as they turn around, I wave at them.
Well, our friend Mike used to point to people and dance with people and get them to follow him to the edge, and then he would just commit suicide by
I
jumping
tried
over
to get
the
like a
edge.
suicide pact going on.
He would like point at somebody and they'd kind of walk over to them with this character and he'd just jump right off. It's so funny. So let's get this versus
Oh,
underway,
man.
shall we?
Got it.
So I finally
Yeah,
won.
finally.
I think he gave you that win.
Yeah. I told you last week you were gonna win no matter what happened,
Bro.
but it was a good answer. I'm not jiving the answer.
It hurts my feels. That hurts my
Yeah.
feels. hmm So since you're not going to be here next show, and it's just going to be me and Rick doing the Christmas special by ourselves, maybe we can get a guest speaker. Rick.
Ooh.
Since Saul's going to be gone, we're going to go ahead and do this versus today. We're going to do your favorite Christmas movie.
You know mine. Gremlins.
I do
Gremlins.
know yours.
Gremlins?
Gremlins, bro.
That's
Gremlins.
right.
Oh. That's not really a Christmas. Well, it is.
It
I
takes
guess.
place during
It
Christmas.
is a Christmas
Gizmo is
movie.
a Christmas present, and he's given specific rules on things not to do. And like any teenage boy, he does, get him wet, no homo, feed his babies after midnight, creating the gremlins, which run amok across the whole town. In the middle of it all, they go into a bar and go to his soon-to-be girlfriend's workplace, which is the bar, and just party like it's 1999 before it was 1999. Real shit. And they had Stripe.
Which one's better, 1 or 2?
Oh, 1.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta go 2 on that one, dude.
They're both good, solid.
I think 2 has Hulk Hogan.
Solid. Yeah. Now, Saul, quickly, before Rick answers, do you have a number 2, like a backup Christmas
Because I have
movie?
2.
Man, a number 2. I'm going to give this one to Bob for the old Christmas story.
All right.
All right.
Good old Bob.
Yeah, I have a childhood and a more adult one, I guess you could say.
So you got it, like you're nostalgic, and then you've got
Jack Frost, Michael Keaton, Jack Frost, the horror story?
No, but I have 3. I have like
Santa Claus with a
I have a all right.
CLAWS.
Yeah, I got like a childhood one, then I got like a teenage year one, and then I have an adult one. So actually,
Well, spit it out, Junior.
all right.
Shoot, dude.
Muppets Christmas Carol is my.
Oh!
I had.
Were they all in the house?
Yeah, but it's fucked up because I was like already 10 when it came out, so I was probably a little too old for it, but I still watch the Muppets. Dude, I love Muppets. I think they're hilarious.
Dope.
Muppets are dope.
Love
I'm just going to say, Nanny Socks.
Yeah, and then I had Scrooged with Bill Murray for my teenage years. That was pretty good. Even though that came out before Muppets, but anyway, that was a great movie. And
Movie.
Bad Santa. How do you not like Bad Santa? That is
Bad
a
Santa is dope.
funny
I
fucking movie.
I could leave Bad Santa on the
Mhm.
table.
You would leave it on the table?
I could do that. Yeah, I'm not a big bad. I like it.
I like the
it.
fat kid and
But
the
it's-
interaction with the fat kid.
Yeah. It's terrifying, but it's heartwarming at the same time.
See, I'm a big Christmas guy, so like things that make a mockery of Christmas, I tend to have a little more less like for. Like I have a little
Way to
disdain.
Fuck
for
up,
him, but
Rick.
Dude, I've had nonstop
No.
Christmas music on nonstop.
Rick's got some good answers here, and in fact, I think Rick,
Go,
you're the
go.
winner.
Which one won it? Muppets?
Muppets, dude. I
What's the
love
best
the
Muppets
Muppets.
movie?
I've said this.
I'm screaming
repeatedly.
versus Gate.
Versus Gate.
I like the Gremlins too,
Mine.
and I
What,
mean,
Muppets Take Manhattan, Muppets Treasure Island, or Muppets?
dude, I got like 3 of them on
Yeah.
DVD.
It's cool 'cause you get to
I've
buy
got
them
the
for your
Jim Henson's
quote unquote
Christmas
kid
special.
now, but you get to watch some shits too, which is awesome.
I get the Jim Henson's Christmas special when it's like Muppets and Sesame Street.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What's your favorite
Yeah,
Muppet character?
It's pretty rad.
Gonzo? It's like,
Mine's Animal.
My favorite Muppet character is that rat.
oh, the rat.
Yeah, that's always like the jackass.
I like the shrimp. Who's like, I'm not the shrimp. I'm a king prong. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Mine's
Good
Animal.
times.
Because he parties.
yeah, it's
That
a
is a
good
good
one
one.
too.
All right,
And
cool.
There's no bad.
So
Muppets,
I can.
that's the versus, Rick. You're the winner. Congratulations.
I'm gonna do a Christmas
You will
theme
get
next
the-
week as well.
You can do a Christmas theme next week. Saul will not be joining us next week. Or
Saul does pretty well when he's not here. He tends to win them.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow he does. So we've got some questions to answer, boys, before we wrap this
All right.
show up. Yeah, Jake, Mr. Nickerson again comes through with some questions.
The pillar of our community.
He's like, he is. He really is feeding us the food we need
He's
to
the
live.
backbone.
So Mr. Sakurai said he does not want to make any more Smash Bros. games.
Damn.
Now, Jake asked, while this does not rule out more entries into the series under maybe a different leader, do you think he is right to finish the series with the current installment? And that means, both Wii U and 3DS. And how would a Smash Brothers list lineup affect Nintendo? This is like some deep shit from Jake.
Yeah.
I want you guys to think.
I don't know, because Smash Brothers is like a good chunk of that community, but it's not like they're getting rid of Zelda or something. I think Nintendo would be fine if they got rid of Smash. I'm sure people would get pissed off about it, but it's not one
Yeah.
of their staples. It's
I think, first of all, I think it does rule out another entry into the series. I don't think anybody does that. again. And if they do, it's going to be something different.
You know that Nintendo or PlayStation tried making their own Smash Brothers, and it came out a piece of shit. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that series is done if he indeed
Leaves.
Indeeds.
Mr. Deeds.
leaves. Yeah.
When do you think
Fuck.
this generation's over for Nintendo? You think I think it's probably got another 4 years on it.
It's going strong right now. So, and I think to follow up question about how would a Smash Brothers list lineup affect Nintendo? I think it would affect them. I really do. That game was the game people were looking for
Yeah,
to
it's
save
moving
the Wii U
consoles probably right now. Not many. But
and the 3DS. I mean,
Well,
you know how much? I mean, look at our group, our community
No,
on
they'll probably-
Facebook. I mean, everybody was
I know.
anticipating that.
I know, dude. I feel like we're in a Nintendo group or something.
that's cool. I got
It's no
a
big deal
Nintendo.
because
You know what? My first console was a
Mhm.
Nintendo. I'm not gonna.
Mine was
Yeah.
sorry. Some old as
I'm
hell.
not gonna hate either. But
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo they have like a certain thing. Their cycle is pretty much the same every generation. So I don't think it's gonna hurt them that bad. Because was there a Smash on?
There was a
on the
Smash
Wii?
ever since '64. Yes.
So I don't think. I don't know, to be honest with you, because I don't personally think it'll affect them that much. But you see pictures of like when they have a Smash demo set up in the mall, and there's like a fucking 100 people around it, no matter what.
Dude, I mean, I think Nintendo lives on. I don't think Nintendo dies from it, but I think it does affect it for sure. And if you guys are up for it, Jake has one. more.
Yay.
So when you think about current console generation, do you consider the Wii U as comparable to the Xbox One and PlayStation 4? Or is it outside the console war entirely?
We kind of talked about this. I don't know if on the last show or this one before that we use kind of like it. I don't think it's included in this console generation. It's like a separate entity, you know?
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I want to say real quick about Nintendo. It's its own generation every
Because
time.
people got Nintendo love, bro. You can't hate on Nintendo.
That's the thing, dude. It's like, seriously, Nintendo will have a place
Yeah.
in
It's
every
like
home.
that actor that like, oh, yeah, it was a bad movie, but you know what? That's that actor, and he made so many good movies, he can do whatever the fuck he or she wants to do.
Yeah.
It's weird because when I think about the console war, it's not
Because
in
they're
there.
not doing that shit. They're not talking shit about PS4. They're not talking shit about Xbox
and they
One.
don't release against them. They really don't.
They
release
release on a
against the-
different day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Different months.
Mhm.
I think
That's what I mean. I mean, Xbox, Microsoft, and Sony are obviously in when they talk about other consoles, they don't even mention Nintendo. Like that, Microsoft and Sony don't even talk about Nintendo. So, and I think they understand that. They understand like Nintendo's not going away. They're
No,
always going to have
They
a
got
place.
3DS money. They sold 47.4 million units, and you know how many
Yeah.
Wii's they
They're like-
sold? A lot, probably about, well, maybe like 20 or 30 million. I know that they sold a lot. So
they're making money. They're
Yeah.
not hurting because they
To
only
quote
put out like one fucking game every 6 months. Like that's
to quote the game, you don't go at the white.
damn, that's real.
I mean, honestly, being that Nintendo's usually a white console, that's what I,
See that? See what he did there?
the color
See what he
white.
did there?
But it's like going up against Eminem when he's on that top.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't do it. So I don't think Phil Spencer goes at him. I don't think Sony goes at him. They're just like, no, we're done. We're not
Yeah.
going to go
I
there.
think Phil
'Cause-
Spencer and Sony doesn't want Nintendo to go at them either.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like let's not even because Nintendo is its own. It is part of this. I do put it in this generation. I still even though it released. We gotta look that up. How long did it release before Xbox One and PlayStation?
I
4?
think I got a year.
So I still put it in that generation, but I don't consider it part of the war.
No.
But that's not to say it doesn't compete, because it obviously the numbers tell you it didn't sell really well this holiday, and I think that's because they didn't have any deals. I mean, Xbox 360 sold more than the Wii U, which is weird.
I want it. I said it so many times before, but I'm still waiting for the day when I see the trailer for the fucking Pokemon RPG on the Wii U and it says only on Nintendo.
Mhm.
That'll be like So, dude, Nintendo will never have to make a game again. They'll sell so much.
They smart.
I mean, I want a Nintendo,
Yeah.
so I want a Wii U.
I do too,
So-
but I'd never play it. I had the Wii and I thought it was awesome, but it was
Eh,
the content. I just kind of grew past the content.
I get that, and and that's why I kind of wouldn't pick it up as my primary first console. But I've got the Xbox One, and I'm playing different games now here and there, and I just like to have a variety. Like when I'm in a specific mood, and I think that's why I liked Garden Warfare so much when I picked it up and started playing it, because I've been playing these serious tone games like all year, and just to pick up something goofy and colorful and fun, it was refreshing. And I think having, a Mario 3D World or a Mario Kart or a Smash Brothers is,
Yeah.
For the price of usually Nintendo is lower in price. If you can pick up a good bundle, I think it's totally worth
Yeah,
it.
and PJ's getting close to the age where he'll be able to pick up a controller pretty soon, and that's
EJ picks up the sticks, he rocks it out a little
Yeah,
bit,
but-
so yeah.
when I think that would be the proper introduction. The same way you were introduced to gaming would be through Nintendo. I think
That's right.
that would be the way to do it, right? I mean, in a perfect world. Because, I mean, you got the big boy games on the fucking Xbox that I'm sure you don't
Well,
want
the
him
fun-
anywhere near.
The funny thing about that is, and I speak to this really quickly because this could be a really long conversation. So, PJ's sitting there and he wants me to play Assassin's Creed. He says, play the guy. So I play Assassin's Creed and I'm running along the streets of France,
Bronze.
and I am literally just jumping through and cutting people's throats. And then moving along like nothing happened. Like, oh, I'm gonna loot this guy's pocket, take some stuff, and then I'm gonna run up this wall.
Hands up,
Yeah, but-
motherfucker.
Air assassinate some guy off this roof, and then he's just watching the game, and I look over him, I'm like, holy crap, I am playing a game where I'm literally just murdering people, and he has no idea why. It was a shock value to me for a second, because we don't think anything of the violence,
No.
because we're numb to it, we do it, we understand it's a game, all that. But he's a 2-year-old looking at me with blood splattering on the walls after I kill these people.
Rocking out to Marilyn Manson and shit, too, while you're doing it.
No, none of that. But just the fact that I was aware that he was watching this,
Yeah.
and then thinking like, yeah, probably not a good idea.
I'm calling the government on you, Phil.
Don't call the cops, man.
And man, listen, man.
Yeah, we'll have to touch on that again someday.
Yeah, we will.
But-
We will. So, well, that's going to wrap it up for episode 23. Appreciate you guys sticking around with us, listening.
Dude,
Or-
we're getting better at this ending on like the hour type thing. We're getting really good at it.
Well, we're supposed to do like 45 minutes, but
Yeah, this went a little long. But,
it went a little long.
but yeah, thanks for everybody that listens. Keep up the support, and we'll keep pumping
Yeah,
it out for you.
guys, we really like to answer questions like that. It makes the show a lot more fun and easy to do. So we appreciate it, Jake. Keep them coming. Every time you think of something, anybody else listening, just want a question answered just throughout the week, post it. We'll try and get you an answer.
Join the chat. I have more Motocons.
Saul's got so many emoticons and stickers that he wants to use.
I don't want to talk anymore.
He doesn't. He just wants to speak in hieroglyphics.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Absolutely fucking love it.
All right, people. We out.
See you guys.